And we're back. The same boring illumination. And this thing goes on forever. Okay, so where was I? Not enough time has elapsed for me to lapse into forgetfulness, but what can you do? Maybe something will trigger my memory. Looking at memories would do it. That always works for me. Oops. I'm trying to avoid having to. If you want to live to be 107, well, they say don't smoke cancer sticks, but I just can't help myself. And you really need to as a musician, or if you're in the thespian arts, because you need the voice. And people don't get this. I got news for you. Strangers in the night. How do you think Frank Sinatra sang like that? Or Nancy? You only live twice, or so it seems. Pause everything. One life for yourself, and one for your dreams. Whoa, that was close. You drift through the years, and life seems tame, till one dream appears, and love is its name. Looking at her. And love is a stranger who'll beckon you on. Don't think of okay. This dream is for you, so pay the price. Make one dream come true. You only live twice. Let's have a big orchestral part here. You know, throw in some real strings. And I'm going to take a break. We'll return to the song later. My vegetable of choice. You know, I really wanted to marry Moon Zappa. She was called Moon Unit. Didn't happen because my family didn't move to California, but I could have married any number of women, daughters of rock and rollers, or women in rock. Like one of the Bangles, for instance. That could have been. I'm sure I would have lived the same musical life in Los Angeles that I lived in Montreal and Toronto. Always hot to record bands live. Always made these amazing recordings that freaked out the bands because they sounded better in my live recordings than the poor demo tapes that they were making. Just put out the live recording, folks. Harry Belafonte, live at Carnegie Hall, 1965 in New York City. That's before the big power outage of 1966. Very interesting tale there to be told. But it was eclipsed by the power outage in 2003, August. Oh, that was a big one. Power outages all start the same way. This is what happens. Somewhere on the line, imagine you're Glenn Campbell singing, I'm a lineman for the county, and I drive the main roads. And he's singing his, I'm a lineman for the county, and I drive the main roads. So he's singing Wayne in his tearful voice, loving every call that I eavesdrop, repairing the line. It's my job. I have to do it, folks. Truly it is. They do have to listen to calls because they have to monitor the quality. They really can't interfere with the operator because the operators are busy doing other things. So the linemen would listen. They'd listen to the lines and they'd hear all of the conversations, which are being multiplexed. So, you know, it doesn't sound really like much, but you can just make it out because it's modulating the voice in real time. So it's something what like it sounds like, not that, but it could very well, you never know. And then it gets decoded. So many signals went down lines. It began to be multiplexed back in the 1920s. It was seen as a priority, believe me. And multiplexing of lines was a concept that led to all kinds of things. Now, I'll give you an example of this. Hedy Lamarr, beautiful Jewish actress from Austria, Hungary, Czech Republic, that kind of part of that empire which existed back then. And she was from a rich family, a French family that had kind of fallen on hard times, but she was a clever woman and she knew exactly how to do well, and she did spectacularly so. Was she beautiful? Oh yeah. It's really remarkable because you do find really attractive Jewish men, Ashkenazi Jews, but you also find men that remind you of bears or wolves. You know, they look really fierce and they're kind of really tough. But the women, the women. I have to admit, I've always really been fond of Jewish women, and I want to marry them. But I'll marry Emma Watson if she asks, but she would have to do the asking. Are you watching, Emma? I won't ask you. Queen Emma, you have to ask me, your loyal subject. I dare not ask you. Or must get permission before, but no, I thought about it. And, you know, when Her Majesty courted Prince Philip, and she did so from the age of 12, when she pointed him out, said, yeah, that one will do. Smart cadet, over from the Greek Navy. And, you know, a first cousin. And a handsome guy, and she was a very pretty girl. Queen Elizabeth. Oh, she was so beautiful. And her sister, Margaret. Oh, I have to admit, of the two, I think I would have gone for Maggie. She was really dashingly pretty. I mean, excitingly so, like fashion model pretty. Liz, no, but she was gorgeous. You know, she could be a fashion plate, but her sister Margaret was just spectacularly pretty. And you find in the royals that they tend to marry beautiful women, and the daughters tend to be rather beautiful. But that was a handsome family. The Saxe-Coburg Goethe. Very, very handsome Germanic people. And what you see, and I'm talking about William and Harry here, the boys, the men. William is a classic imperial Saxe-Coburg, right down the line. He's got Albert's receding hairline and kind of that stern look. A serious-minded young man with a spectacularly beautiful wife. Oh, Katie. You want to know something? Katie resembles Darla, and Darla resembles Katie, and guess what? They're about the same age. That's Darla. Yeah. Oh, who's she? Oh, who's she? Oh, man, who's she? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not going to tell you her name. Someone's going to poach her, make her a better offer. Oh, I'm about to knock something over. Who we got here? Charlotte and Liz, my two assistants. And there we go. Aren't they gorgeous? What's that? That's a Scott 310 tuner, man. This thing was a reference quality tuner. Blows my mind. Yeah, well, your mind was blown a long time ago, you idiot. But look, the Bible. And another Emma. Carnal. Charles is carnal. So it is truly darkness. Have we got any roomies? We do. There, how's that exposure? This is night photography, folks. And you can do it. I'm doing it right now. And notice how casual the focus is. It's really kind of smooth, kind of dreamy and relaxing. Rolled gauze. That's the stuff. Oh boy. So away we go towards the light. And the source of illumination into sharp relief. And is it coming into focus? Right there. And guess what? The most beautiful woman ever. I think the world would agree that she is the most beautiful. And here's another picture of Darla. 2008. She's 18 here. That's her sister, Nellie. Both modeled. There's a picture of Darla modeling. As we begin to see the light. I'm beginning to see the light. Oh yeah. I'm beginning to see the light. Here's my saint, Philomena. And the trio, Darla, Philomena, and the whale. You know the story about Jonah and the whale, do you not? Well, I don't believe in if anymore. And that's me. Right there. Right in the center of the frame, right now. I am Lupus, the wolf. I'm a dog. But sometimes I'm a cat. And sometimes I'm a badger, a fox, a goat, even a sheep. Because the sheep look up. When you stand on Zanzibar and are faced with the prospect of being a shockwave rider, remember that with a landline, you can do things that you shall never do or be able to do with a cellular phone. Granted, it's fact that I bought a cellular phone. I'm going to make an oath that I won't abuse the thing. As you can see, yeah. This was